It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Checking out Cleveland. They're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, last season was pretty much a lost cause with all the injuries that the Thunder went through. When this team is healthy, however, Kenny, do you feel they should be a top contender in the West?
Oh, when they're healthy, they're one of the best. I mean, the Thunder, with their roster complete, when it's complete and they're healthy, they can contend with anyone. I think they're dominant when their core guys are there. If one or two guys are missing, they play such a vital role that it's difficult for them to sustain any kind of success.
And injuries will be a factor for this team, as it is with every team. But, you know, they've made it to the conference finals over and over and over again. So hopefully they can stay healthy.
And that does it for us. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you a bit later.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. It's getting noisy here in Oklahoma City. We're at the Peak, the Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
So Cleveland will get the first possession. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Cleveland, Tony Parker is out there with Smith. Then there's Parker. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Iguodala in at the 3 spot.
And how good a playmaker has Tony Parker been? One of the best in recent history. The all-time leader in assists for the Spurs over his 14 years there. Just a crafty guy with the ball in his hand.
And continuing our talk of Tony Parker, the first year he laced up his sneakers, he increased the tempo for that entire Spurs offense, and it continues to this day.
Yeah, and the increase in floor spacing and tempo, a big reason the Admiral, Tim Duncan, and Parker won the championship together in 2003, and obviously Duncan and Parker have won a few more rings since then.
And for all the flash and dash in Oklahoma City over the past few years, Serge Ibaka silently goes about his business. While all eyes are on the megastars, Durant and Westbrook, Ibaka lurks around like a jaguar. I mean, finding opportunities to exploit any weakness in the opposition.
Good on the second free throw. Talking about Ibaka, he does so many things that help his team. The little things that always make a difference, even with his superb free throw shooting, up to a remarkable, Clark, 84% last year.
Yeah, but, you know, Ibaka had an injury of his own. As much as people talked about Durant's injury, the knee soreness Ibaka had cost him 18 games last year, so that was tough for him.
Here's Schroeder. J.R. Smith making his last shot. Bogut with a screen on Parker. Here's Schroeder. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Now, here is Smith. Back to Iguodala. Feeds it to Parker. Shot clock at 6. Iguodala outside. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Kid Gilchrist against Parker. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Ibaka, no luck.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Parker with it. Now defended by Korver. Lets it go from 11. No good off the front iron. Cleveland on defense. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Schroeder with the ball. Down low. Ibaka, no luck. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage.
And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Parker kicks to Parker. The screen from Thompson. Parker dishes to Smith. Parker outside. 16 feet away. Parker with another miss.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
Ibaka with the screen on Parker. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Parker. Shots good by Ibaka.
So I tell you what, Ibaka has really improved his shooting stroke. That thing is now easy to look at.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
Parker passes to Parker. Soft touch off the glass. Parker's got his first points of the game.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Screen by Bogut. Here's Schroeder. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Now, here's Parker. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Out to Smith. Clock at 6. Parker, a screen on Korver. Pulls up on the wing. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Schroeder. Screen by Bogut. Shot off the screen, and there's another one for the Thunder.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going. Kyle Korver, a true laser. I mean, the most efficient catch-and-shoot jump shooter in the league, and maybe in league history. He tallied the second ever 50-50-90 season a year ago.
And Korver now in his 13th season in the NBA. Last season was his best ever, especially shooting.
Yeah, and he credits all of his improvement to the advanced off-season training regimen. Extremely dedicated. He moved his family to Santa Barbara to be closer to his trainer, and it's paid off.
Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Beasley against Richardson. Inside, Biyombo. And guys, Bismack Biyombo, he got into a groove at the end of last season. After Al Jefferson went down, remember the month of April, he averaged nearly 9 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks. He was all over the floor.
Yeah, and that's Bismack. I mean, he's that guy. He cleans the glass for you, intimidates shooters in the lane. He's not all the way consistent yet, but he's shown steady improvement.
Biyombo drops them both. Here's Teague. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. He dishes it to Harris. To the paint. He's looking for Calderon and finds him. Can't hit from in close.
Talking about Bismack Biyombo, he entered the league as an extremely raw prospect. Was the 7th pick in 2011. His shot and general awareness were the biggest concerns. But last season, he shot over 60% from the floor. The 2 seasons before that was only 45%.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
And give it up for the little fellow on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
Calderon, no good.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Winslow with it. Harris is there. Rubio with a wide open look. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. And here is Teague, and stolen by Biyombo. From deep three-point range. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Thunder. They lead by 3. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Check it out.
And Serge Ibaka, coming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he punts the ball, when you don't shoot, he screams you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, he say, yeah, good shot. You know, and your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is. Huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball, is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And when you consider how the Thunder are doing, guys, what do you think?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. They've got Winslow. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Gordon. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Richardson in at the 2-guard spot.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
Now, here's Richardson. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Now Teague. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. On the wing, Harris. From outside, off the mark. You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
And, Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
Now, here's Calderon. Justice Winslow missing his last shot. 5 on the clock. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Now here's Winslow. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Winslow's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Cavs. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I got a chance to hear what the Cavaliers head coach was saying to his team. He told the team he wanted to run their offense through Parker. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Maybe making those early adjustments will give them time to judge their effectiveness by halftime. We'll soon find out, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. Now here's Korver. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Schroeder. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. And the Thunder lead by 3. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Thompson, and it's sent back by Bogut. Here's Kid Gilchrist. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Well, for Jabari Parker in his rookie year, not the kind of NBA career start that he wanted. Played great. Was probably the rookie of the year up until the time he was injured, blowing the knee and cutting his season short.
A great call. He definitely would have had a great chance. Really just made a transition seamlessly. Very efficient as a rookie before that injury, but which was a really tough thing to watch for anyone as he was showing so much promise early on in his career.
Here's Parker. After Kyle Korver's bucket, it's Parker with the drive. Smith outside. There's the pick. Parker left side. And another miss by Cleveland.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Ibaka with the screen on Parker. Schroeder kicks to Ibaka. Outside Korver. Bogut sets a screen for Kid Gilchrist. There's Schroeder. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued. You know, and Billy Donovan, the Oklahoma City Thunder, were able to pull him away from the college game last season, signed him to a 5-year deal in the middle of last year's playoffs.
The Cavaliers trail by 7. And for Billy Donovan, we were talking about him. He had been with Florida for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart for him with the Orlando gig. And Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida, and he'll have that same pressure to succeed with the high expectations with the Thunder.
Now here's Parker. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist unable to get his shot to go. The screen from Thompson. Smith for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Smith's got 5 now.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Pulls it from the elbow. That's short off the rim.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Ibaka goes in. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Exactly. I mean, no way you expect him to miss that shot.
Oklahoma City moving it around. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by Parker. 36 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Parker with the steal. Smith right side. And he hits it to tie the game up. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Tipped away. And so it's tied as we head to halftime. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson. And after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
You have to have plenty of bark in a dogfight, Tristan. Thank you. Guys?
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We welcome you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. From the get-go, it was Oklahoma City who came out strong. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. They were able to string together a nice set of offensive plays to finish the quarter, making their last 4 shots. Moving into the second quarter, they cooled off just a bit, but still played a competitive quarter, now tied at the half. Shaq, your thoughts on the Thunder?
They're shooting way too much from the mid-range and the outside. The offense lacks dimension, and that could really hurt them in the second half, Ronnie. I like to see their bigs get down and dirty. They got to play way tougher.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Cleveland.
Defensively, they did a great job of contesting shots and making things difficult. They faced several attempted runs, and they came up with key stops. It was punch, counter-punch there for a while, and it's close, but the fight is going on.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kyle Korver. Then it's Bogut. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half. After a rookie season in which he really struggled, Dennis Schroeder made big strides last year.
Yeah, I think pretty much dramatic improvements across the board, Kevin. Really a most improved candidate for sure. He solidified that reserve unit for the Hawks, in my opinion.
And Schroeder still with room to grow. I mean, he needs to improve his three-point shot and cut down his turnovers. But those are things that often come with time. And he's got time, still very young at this stage of his career.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
And for Schroeder, not a great outside shooter yet, but he's an attack guard. I mean, blinding speed, very slippery, eel-like. He gets into that lane and can make a defense collapse in a heartbeat. That alone is where his value is right now.
Now here's Iguodala. That's tipped. Outside Korver. Pass to Schroeder. Bogut with a screen on Parker. Schroeder passes to Ibaka. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Parker. Well, the Cavaliers shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. The screen from Thompson. Parker against Korver. 5 to shoot. For the lead. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Parker's got the first basket of the third quarter for Cleveland. Smith against Korver. Bogut with the screen on Smith. Korver attacking. Here's Bogut. The shot from the low post is good. Bogut's got it all tied up now for Oklahoma City. The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Parker kicks to Smith. The screen from Thompson. Pulls up on the elbow. The Thunder pull it in.
Well, that's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Ibaka. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
For the Thunder, West comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Calderon in for Dennis Schroeder. Cleveland also making some changes. Winslow comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Richardson in for J.R. Smith. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Picked by West. Calderon with it. He's picked up by Parker. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Can't connect from short range.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Parker against Calderon. Parker outside. 6 to shoot. From deep. It's rebounded by West.
And for David West last season, the thought was he might increase his production with Paul George out, but the opposite happened. West suffered his lowest scoring output in a decade, only 12 points per game on 47% shooting. Rough showing for the former All-Star.
Now Parker. Jose Calderon missing from long range. It's stolen by Calderon. He kicks to Bogut. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Well, Greg, getting back to West, even though his scoring was down, his playmaking was up. You were talking about that. Clark, 3.5 assists a game last season, by far the highest number of his career.
Yeah, one of the very best pros I've ever been around. He's very smart. He's tough. He's all about team. And, you know, he makes things happen. Impacts winning in a lot of ways, and those assist totals indicate that.
Calderon passes to Kid Gilchrist. Screen by Bogut. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Now here's Winslow. Not a lot of room. Dishes to Richardson. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Korver kicks to Calderon. West outside. Pass to Kid Gilchrist. For the lead. And the layup is up and in. And the Thunder lead by 2. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
And when you think of Kidd-Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire and intensity and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
For the Thunder, Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Bogut. Harris comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Teague in for Kyle Korver. And then for Cleveland, Biyombo is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Aaron Gordon comes in for Parker. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Tony Parker.
And talking about Kidd-Gilchrist, yes, he's worked to fix his shooting form last season, but the real improvement was made on the boards. He averaged 7.5 rebounds a game in only 29 minutes of play. That is outstanding.
Clock is at 3. Rubio once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Teague dishes to West. Calderon against Richardson. Calderon kicks it to West. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Winslow's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Gordon with the screen for Rubio. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Got a piece of it. And stolen by Richardson. With 1 on the clock. Off on that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Thunder lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Cavaliers trailing. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Smith is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Gordon. And it's Biyombo at the 5 spot. Now, here is Smith. The feed now to Gordon. The 8-footer. That's good. Gordon's got the game tied up here for the Cavs. Thunder shooting a meager 37% for the game. Harris outside. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
The first free throw is good. On the topic of Tobias Harris, you love that he can contribute in every category of play. He's a solid face-up shooter. Clark, he's getting better with his back to the basket. You can see movement forward all the time.
I love what this young man has shown thus far. You mentioned those things he does. He'll also rebound for you, get loose balls. He does the little things, understands what it takes to win, the consummate pro and team player.
And for Tobias Harris, a resurgence of sorts last season, Clark, especially from behind the arc, where he shot a career high, 36%.
You know, he'd only hit 25% from 3 the year before, Kevin. So, yeah, monster improvement in accuracy from long range.
Here's Schroeder following the score by Cleveland. Harris outside. Beasley the screen. Teague the pass to Schroeder. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And getting back to Harris, there's just so much to like about his game. He lives in the gym, has a tremendous feel for the game, and he knows how to maximize his production within those athletic limitations.
Now here's Iguodala. Just 5 to shoot to take the lead. Another shot and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
You know, the thing about Harris is he's a combo forward, extremely versatile. At 6'8", he struggles with size against the better power forward, and he lacks the athleticism of the better small forward. So to get the most out of him, you have to put him in the right matchups.
And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree. And, you know, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And, of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago and never really got back on track.
Now here's Korver. Bogut with a screen on Smith, and it's Korver off the drive, and that one's good.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that. And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
Korver attacking. The pass to Schroeder. Ibaka with a screen on Thompson. Here's Schroeder. Can't hit. And Cleveland will come the other way.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And, boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who could become a perennial all-star.
Good. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Now here's Korver. Screened by Bogut. Korver kicks it over to Schroeder. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And it's Smith missing. Thunder have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. And stolen by Gordon. Parker with it. The screen from Thompson. Parker kicks to Gordon. Back to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
At the line of the Thunder, Aaron Gordon, taking 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Gordon. Parker's checked in for Andre Iguodala. That one misses.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Bogut. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. J.R. Smith picks one up.
To the line to shoot 2 for the Thunder, Andrew Bogut.
First one falls for Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Cavaliers. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game. And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Timeout call for the Thunder.
OKC, make some noise for your Thunder Girls.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan as he addressed his team. He told them it's time to fight and take the lead. Let's put ourselves in position to bring it home. Guys, we'll see if they've got what it takes to get it done.
On defense, Cleveland. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Shooter kicks to Korver. Bogut sets a screen for Korver. No good with the triple.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Now here's Parker. And good as it rattles through the hoop. And now a 6-point Cavalier lead.
He didn't have a single point in the first half. Bagel, 0 points, nada. But he's starting to get into the groove here in the second.
Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
Yeah, and the slump that they're having shooting the ball can take its toll on you if you're not mentally strong. So I like this time out here to try to get those guys reset and refocused.
.137 left in the fourth quarter. Ibaka with the screen on Parker. Now here's Schroeder, covered by Parker. Ibaka, no luck. Cleveland leading by 6. And here we go. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 3rd assist on the night. Ibaka with the screen on Parker. Now here's Schroeder. Defense is right there. Here's Ibaka. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
And those are 2 teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now Now here's Parker. Rebounded by Bogut.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Ibaka with a screen on Parker. Under passes to Ibaka. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And Parker, here we go. Yes!
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
But they'll get another chance. Here's Ibaka. It's good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Yeah, it looks like he was a little tight on the line that time. Could have and should have closed it out.
Look who's coming out of the court. It's your Thunder Girls. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up.
So it's Oklahoma City with it. And it's Schroeder missing. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
The dish now to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Ibaka. Laces one from 3.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the three ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Tristan, what was Coach's focus for this team coming into tonight's game?
Coach got after us, told us to start, we got to play defense. Just can't come in here and just let them make a score opportunity. We got to play defense and get back.
Tristan, thank you. Kevin, sometimes you've just got to light the fire.
Doris, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, J.R. Smith. His veteran leadership was the key factor in this game. His years of experience paid off in a big way for them tonight.
There must be something about playing on the road that brings out the best in him. I haven't seen this in a player in a while. He gave a very focused and determined effort, and his effort is the biggest reason they're walking away with this win, Ernie, Kenny.
He deserves a ton of credit on how many areas of the game he impacted tonight. His defense was superb, and offensively, he was ready to shoot the basketball. However you slice it, he was lighting it up at one end of the court and shutting them down on the other.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.